This is the ID.7 and it's going to be Volkswagen's Halo ID car. It's the 6th ID in the range. We've got the 3, the 4, the 5, the Buzz, all on the channel. We also have the ID.6, which is available only in China at the moment. Volkswagen and the ID brand have made about 500,000 models to date. This is going to be manufactured in Europe and in China. It won't be manufactured in North America at the moment. We're going to be getting this car in April. We'll see the actual full version of it in April of this year. It's going to be released in China first, then in Europe towards the end of this year, and then we're going to move on then and have it in North America in 2024. So that's the who, the what, the where. We don't have a price yet, and this is a concept version. We have these 22 electroluminescent lights flashing to music, etc. car, but this is very near the production model. So we're going to go through some of the features that we're going to be able to see on it. So you can see these IQ lights that we have across other ID models, slightly different with a black housing and around the actual socket of what I call the eyeball, different LED lights. But we're going to see as well, we look at, it looks like there's going to be a side-to-side light bar. In certain markets, you're going to have illuminated VW badge, a lot of strong creases in here, and we're going to have a drag coefficient, they're saying, of between 0.23 to 0.24, which is very similar to the likes of the Tesla Model 3, which will be competitor, Hyundai Ioniq 6, which will be a big competitor towards it. Also down here, you've got some aero, where you're going to have the creating that curtain over the wheel, so you've got some actual slots on the side of it. So very similar stylistically front to the rest of the ID range. This is sitting on 20-inch wheels, 235 width at the front, 255 at the rear. It is a rear-wheel drive. It will come in an all-wheel drive GTX variant as well. The car itself is about 5 meters long, so it is a long saloon sedan. This traditional ID lights, with the reflector built in. Height is 1.53 meters. Overall length, as I said, is nearly 5 meters. Wheelbase is nearly 3 meters, 2.97. ID3, ID4, ID5 is 2.77, so it is a longer cabin internally inside. We've got a glass roof on this one. Not sure if we're going to get that. Charging-wise, we don't have official charging. Actual, the flap should open up, but it's not opening up. We're there now. Probably going to be 11 kilowatt on AC. Big talk of a large charging speed on DC, so ID Buzz is up to 170, 175 kilowatts maximum. This could be up to 200 kilowatts. It is a fastback hatch, really nice sloping design, not as streamliner look as the ID6, or sorry, the Ioniq 6. Boot size looks big to me. It's going to be around that 500 litres in my opinion. You've got these clear light clusters at the back. Some people like them, some people don't, but we definitely can see a coast to coast. In certain markets, this will illuminate. In certain markets, you will have a red ID light as well. Overall, externally, I think it looks great from what I can see underneath the camouflage. Internally, we're going to have a little bit of a difference as well, and we're going to talk about that next. This video is in partnership with Nevo.ie, Ireland's dedicated EV marketplace. Nevo is on a mission to create a seamless transition to electric driving for everyone. Browse different trim levels, cars, vans, used electric vehicles, across all the different makes and models available. Make sure you visit nevo.ie today. Huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. New Patreon, Kodzo, Heinrich Leisner, Adrian Carey, Blake Boland from EV Life Ireland, Eve Daly, and Mark. Lots of ways to support the channel. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe and share, but you can also support me on Patreon. Battery size we talked about already is 77 kilowatt hours, but we're looking at a bigger battery as well. Claimed range of up to 700 kilometers, 435 miles, so we are looking at potentially a 100 plus kilowatt hour battery. The actual internal side of things, we're going to get a 15-inch new display inside, and it has a HMI with the touch controls actually built into the actual bottom of the screen with space for your favorites. It's got an augmented reality head-up display. The touch bar for those sliders on the AC is illuminated. You've got climate control built in with regards to the actual bottom of the screen. So whatever you're using, whether it's Maps or Spotify, you're going to see the climate control at the bottom of the screen. VW are calling it smart air conditioning with a smart air vent, where it'll actually move it around the cabin, whether you want it heated or cooled. Kind of works like a fan. You can ask it to do certain things, like if you say, hey ID, my hands are cold, it'll actually heat up the steering wheel and also turn the vents to heat your hands. If you are using the key, you can switch it on so that it knows the person who has the key on them, and it can set that car directly to the same temperature that they're looking for. So it can be user specific, whether you like it hotter or colder. And then the intelligent heating system, internally it knows when the sun is shining in the cabin, and it can cool down the areas that are getting hotter with that direct sunlight coming in. But overall, very interesting to see it, and looking forward to seeing the actual full production model coming in April this year. Hopefully you've enjoyed my first look at the Volkswagen ID.7 concept. There is a VW playlist on the channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, comment and share. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.